Guys, if I could recommend one thing for all of our clients to implement on a daily basis, one simple hack, it would be a smoothie every morning, but a nutritional therapist's smoothie. If you want to improve your digestive system and therefore subsequently your health, the rest of your health, then a smoothie on a daily basis is absolute key, because it's the fiber, the micronutrients, the green cruciferous vegetables, and the fat and the protein, most importantly, on a daily basis, that is going to massively improve your well-being. I'm going to show you now what I put in my... So the first priority is the plant-based protein and fat. Okay, remember this is a nutritional therapist smoothie. This is not a Starbucks smoothie or a smoothie you get from Innocent Supermarket. This is a nutritional therapist smoothie for your health. So the first thing is the fat and the protein, okay, which you can get from nuts and seeds. Almonds, chia, Brazil, flaxseed or linseed, absolutely critical that you stick these in. These are more important than anything from the fiber aspect and the omega-3 and also the healthy fat and the protein. Okay, really, really important. But you can have any combination of walnuts or cashews or whatever, but get these in first. And in the NutriBullet, you want to be getting about that deep, really that much. So, you know, 1.5 inches of this stuff in there first. Next up is some healthy, full fat yogurt. Now, we could argue to the cows come home, literally, about different types of yogurt. Most of the stuff you get in the supermarket is absolute rubbish. This one is okay. It's basically, well, I'm eating this because of the full fat content. It's got reasonable protein, but full fat, really, really important. Don't ever go for sugar-free, fat-free, anything like that. It's bad for you. This is the real deal. This is the real deal. But what I will say is that if you've got any cardiovascular issues, let's say high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, then you probably want to avoid this part of the smoothie. Don't put any dairy in. Is fiber, apple, full of micronutrients, vitamin C, etc. Incredibly good for you. Then the key, I always keep the stalk of my broccoli. And if I don't have any of this, I'll use Brussels sprouts. I'll just stick a couple in so that you just don't even notice the taste. It's all masked by everything else. But this is key. Again, it's fiber, but it's also indole-3 carbonyl, cruciferous green vegetable, critically important for a multitude of health benefits. I'm not going to get into it now, but this is what a nutritional therapist would put in their smoothie. Frozen berries. These are just frozen berries from Sainsbury's. Ideally, they'd be organic frozen berries, but I'm yet to find a supermarket that does organic frozen berries. I don't bother with fresh ones. They've probably been transported all the way from, I don't know, Honduras or something. And by the time they got here, just would have lost all of their nutrient value, whereas this is packed at source. And the other thing I like about this is that it makes it affordable. Look, if you're going to be doing this every day, you don't want to be going for the most expensive ingredients all the time, or you'll just get to a point after about 3 weeks where you go, I can't afford this. So it's got to be affordable. So that's why also the nuts and the seeds, I buy in bulk kilo packs and I put them in those Kilner jars. So a big handful of these go in there as well. You can stick in some powders. I put in some lion's mane mushroom powder. I put in this one as well from Seven Hills. I'm actually just experimenting with this at the moment. I'm thinking I need to upgrade and get a better quality ones, but medicinal mushrooms are the way forward. Stick in a plant-based milk. I don't go with oat because I try to reduce my carb content. I don't like oat milk because it spikes the blood glucose, but I go for an almond or a non-GMO organic bio soya. I mean, to be honest with this this is just mainly water. So it's expensive, but this is a really good brand, Plenish, but you could easily just stick water in it, decent water, because ultimately you're not necessarily doing it for taste, even though it's got to taste reasonably well in order for you to, get it down you. You're doing it because it's basically preventative medicine. So try not to concentrate too much on the end product in terms of taste, although it's got to taste reasonable for you to stomach it. But remember, it's all about what it's going to do for you on a long-term basis. The fiber, the micronutrients, the healthy fat and the protein on a daily basis. It's basically like taking medicine every day that's going to prevent you getting cancers, heart diseases, all these awful chronic diseases. Well, it's not going to prevent it necessarily, but it's certainly going to put you in a much better position to be stronger, more resilient to these things that might come later in life. And that's it. Super, super easy. Literally takes 2.5 minutes every morning without fail. My preventative medicine healthcare hack. Cheers. It's really good.